Hello, we are Sornia. Such a delight to have this opportunity to have this exchange, to bring messages of hope and also messages of wisdom. We're reflecting back to you a lot of information that you already know. But because of your physical form getting in the way, you don't always remember. But you do remember. We contradict ourselves, do we not? You remember, or you're remembering. Each one of you is a unique expression of the divine. Each one of you has made the decision to express your divinity through yourselves in your own unique way. You understand that. So today, we really want to emphasize the advances that you have all made in your own journey on earth and in the world of spirit. Recently, we shared with you that there were higher level beings that have joined. I am one of those higher level beings. I share this with you so that you can feel my vibration through this message and understand that vibration with your physical form, which is also your spiritual form, so you can understand how far you've actually gone in your own personal evolution. So as you are listening to what I have to share, keep that in mind. Maybe listen to this with your eyes closed so you can focus on your body where you might be feeling things, or maybe you don't want to do any of that. That's fine. But know that you are using your physical form to hear and sense what we have to share, but it's going much deeper than that. And you're learning, or let's say remembering, who you really are, but doing this in the physical. This has not been done by humanity for thousands and thousands and thousands, for eons, really. It's a beautiful time that we want that you know it, feel it, experience it, and know that this is just the beginning of your ability or abilities, because there will be many of you expressing your divinity through this physical form. One of the things that we'll talk about now is how your physical form is changing. We have many times talked about that and how you are becoming more crystalline and no longer carbon-based and becoming more crystalline, bringing in that crystalline light. But there's more that's going on as you advance through your journey on earth. So all of you receiving these messages, interpret the messages as needed. What do you need from these messages? And you will take them in the messages and decipher them and interpret them from your, not just from your mind. You're doing it. In fact, the mind is secondary to the heart. So what we want to share with you, because we don't know if you're really aware of it, is that you are all now interacting with, not just with these messages, but with each other and in your world through your heart center. You've been given information about your chakras, the heart in the root, sacral, the solar plexus. These are the primary ones that were evolving. But the heart in all of you has expanded, the heart center. So don't think of just your beating heart. Don't think of just the chakra. Yes, that's important. It's a core of it. But you are more than that. More than those chakras, more than your physical form. So what happens is you hear with your ears. You hear the words, right? You may watch the images as they pass on the screen, see some of the words that come, but you are hearing everything, and it's going into your physical form, the vibration and the frequency going into your physical form through the heart. And the heart is interpreting the messages. But what's happened, and it's so beautiful, is that each one of you has brought in the information through the heart and understood it in your own unique way, and then express it again through the heart. You may speak the words, but so many of you, I'd say most of you, if not all, you can be doing some mundane activity. You might be at your workplace, or you might be driving, whatever, something you do on a daily basis. And you're energetically communicating from the heart. You may think that, oh, I was thinking about different things, but not to the degree that you were before. The mind has become the one to listen to the heart. This is an achievement that is meant for all of mankind. That the heart takes in the information, say the heart center, and then the mind responds. Instead of the mind being the master and the heart being ignored. That's what it was for a very long time. That, amongst other things that got in your way of knowing your true selves. We would say this group that is dedicated to their spiritual, if you will, advancement can take a moment, pause, and appreciate everything you've done. We wouldn't be telling you this if it weren't true. There'd be no purpose. Our purpose is to guide you. The more you learn, the more you advance, the more information we have, the greater we can become, and the greater we can assist you. And you know this. So we had to come forward and share this with you, because the coming year, in your earth sense, is going to present many opportunities for you to express your knowledge, your wisdom, your own divinity. Remember that. because some of you are going to be taken by surprise, caught off guard by the events that are going to transpire. These are events that are necessary, as always. Nothing happens on your planet that isn't necessary. There are no mistakes. There are no accidents. Everything has a purpose. But you will be seeing things and experiencing things that will give you the opportunity to be an expression of that divinity that you are in its fullness. You will be speaking truth with such clarity. You already are, but you don't know what's waiting for you. We already see it. See, we do have some access to future information. And when it's very positive, we share it with you so we can hold that pathway to that outcome. See, that's the whole, experience about manifestation. You have to hold that picture. All of you have expressed your gratitude and you're speaking your truth, not afraid to express yourselves with gentleness and with kindness. And because of that, you are advancing and reaching and touching the lives of many individuals. We have come, this group that has come from the higher dimensions, to assist you in keeping that focus for the coming events. You're always experiencing events, if you will. But what will be the most rewarding for all of you, this is what we're seeing, is that you will be able to very clearly state and speak your truth. You will be able to discern so quickly and so easily what is truth, how you are being deceived. You'll be able to share this with others. And you will also be able to, you call it predict. We'll use that word. You'll be able to predict the outcome of events because you'll know that you have contributed and that others have contributed to a loving, let's say, end or result from any sort of negative event or experience. So keep yourselves open. There's nothing to fear. When fear creeps in, know that that's coming from some other place. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to fear. You know that, but you need to be that. So with events that might seem frightening to others, you will have the opportunity to be an expression of calm, of serenity, of strength. Oh, that's the other thing, the strength that you all have demonstrated already. You've all become so strong. All of that will be what others will need to see and experience and feel from you. It's your purpose for being in human form at this time. Yes, you're working on things for yourselves to free yourselves, but ultimately, you are souls that signed up for this time that you are in right now, that you have been experiencing. Things will accelerate, which they'll seem like they will accelerate. Let's talk a little bit about time, very briefly. You've already noticed, because you've been asking us about it, why time seems to be different, accelerated. Time just has taken on a different feeling for all of you. It's because time really is just a construct, a human construct, right? That was placed here. There is no time. But time, as you understand it, is being manipulated in such a way that it seems like it is going faster. It's accelerated. Remember that, because the ultimate goal is that you will no longer experience time at all. What do we mean by that? You will experience life from the place of now, of the present moment. Keep that in mind. That's the ultimate goal. Could a year from now you be not even saying a year from now? Will you be not using language attached to time? That's to see. That is the ultimate goal, to dissolve that whole concept or construct, if you will, of time. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Some of you are already living that and living in the now. So that's part of why you're feeling that time is accelerated or it seems different. Like some days are very long or some days are very short, or you think back on something and it was, well, that happened last month instead it happened a year ago. Because you've wanted this. This has been the point of the last period of time, if you will, that's been the focus of all of us, to bring you all into the present moment. So you see, time doesn't exist other than in your mind. It just exists in your mind. Yes, you have your days, sunrise, sunset, and you may say, well, that's time. Well, yes, in a way. Or your seasons, that kind of thing. But really, it's not. So you have been indoctrinated into believing that there is this existence of time, or that you need time. So be prepared in a joyful way of experiencing your world in a timeless way. What will be the results of that? We don't know. You may be able to feel all the timelines that you are participating in. So some of you may feel a little bit of confusion. We don't know. You'll report back to us surely. But just know that the coming period that you have already entered, you're experiencing life from the heart more than the mind, and you will be experiencing the now, which is your true existence, and no longer, we don't want to say understand, but no longer be influenced or affected by time. We don't know how long this will take. Again, look how much of the language we are using here that reflects back on time. Remove that and remove the language. Would you be able to even talk about what time is? Someone who's never experienced it. What is time? Your lives are so consumed by it. So to free yourself from that is the next hurdle, if you will, that you will be jumping over. It's actually quite exciting. Think about it. When you feel yourself only in the present moment, there's no reason that you have to be in physical form and experience time. You don't. So imagine being in the physical form and not experiencing time. Can you even fathom that? Some of you are saying, well, then I'll be late for events. My family won't be appreciative of the fact that I show up when I feel like I need to show up. Well, that's where everybody is headed. It'll be interesting. You don't need time. It's another way of entrapping humanity. So we would suggest in the coming days that you spend a little time pondering time and how it affects you and how it affects the planet, everything on the planet. What does time mean for you? And play a little bit with it in your meditative states of just being in the present moment. See if you can do that. Because when you are fully in that present moment, then all these other things that you've wanted that are kind of secondary will happen. You'll be more easily able to teleport. You'll be more easily able to send and receive telepathic messages. Lots and lots of experiences that are no longer conditioned by time. But this is going to be a process that will extend out. We'll report back. Let's put it that way. We'll report back to you and you will report back to us. So we can keep sharing the advances that you are all making. Without you, we couldn't be doing what we're doing. There's just no way. Without you, we as evolved beings would not be here joining this group. Without you. The other thing, we've mentioned this also in other sessions. Be ready for the appearance of what you call extraterrestrials. It will be interesting to see how that all plays out, but know that that's going to be part of your experiences moving forward. Is it good? Is it bad? There's all kinds of extraterrestrials out there. And you will have to use discernment. And that's why we've continually encouraged you to understand your world through frequency and vibration and using your discernment. So exciting times ahead. And we really want that you stay calm, optimistic, and continue to care for each other the way that you have been. It's amazing. It's amazing what this group, what your group has done for each other. Truly beautiful. That is all for now. We love you very much. We are Sornia. Goodbye.